I stumbled across this incredible portfolio site the other day, but I'm struggling to decide which... That one. That's the effect I'll recreate. It's just so satisfying and smooth. I'll begin by building a simple table and filling it out with some mock data. I'll sort out the formatting with a couple of row and column spans, and I'll address this Craigslist looking UI with some styles. By the way, if you want to see Craigslist redesigned, I have that in a separate video. I'll finalize the styling with some row lines, accent colors for the categories, and of course an accent color on hover. Now that this table doesn't burn my eyes to look at, let's jump into the actual effect. I first need to select each row and then apply a mouse over effect, which I'll call decode string, to the name column of that selected row. But how do I plan on actually decoding the string? One character at a time. No, seriously. For each character in the original string, I'll generate a random string minus the length of the currently decoded section. And then I'll run that every 10th of a second. Whoa, chill. We need to stop running this function once the current string matches the length of the original. Okay, that's much better. But there are still 2 bugs and 1 optimization to fix. Because the function references the original text, if we mouse over the element several times in quick succession, then it calls the function again using a partially randomized string. This is actually a pretty easy fix. We'll just add an HTML attribute with the original text and reference that instead of the inner text. The second bug has the same root cause as the first, mousing over the same element multiple times. The problem here is that the function isn't stopped when we mouse over again. And what happens is the same function is getting run multiple times on the same element at the same time. Say that 10 times fast. And it makes the character randomization happen way more frequently than on the other elements because the function is being called so many times. So to address this one, I will keep track of which elements are currently running the decode effect. At the beginning of the function call, I will set whether or not it's currently true or false. Let's assume it was false for sake of example. I will then switch it to the opposite value, in this case true. Now with each cycle, I will check to see if the running variable for this element has been changed to false. If so, that indicates that we've called the function again for the same element, and we should stop our current function. There, the bugs are crushed, easy peasy. Now the only thing left is that optimization I mentioned. If we look at the original effect, it looks like the randomization is actually happening multiple times in between each character being decoded. As in, it's cycling through random characters faster than it's decoding them. To address this, we'll add a cycle variable to the decode character function and decrease it each time the function runs. When it hits 0, we'll reset it to the original cycle count and decode 1 character. Just like that, we've recreated this decode string effect. If you've enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing for more content like this in the future. Thanks.